So in today's video, I'm bringing you some little arrangements, some little vignettes, some little decor items that I'm going to share with you how I put them together, and some of them might actually be under glass. Okay, to me, this is the weirdest way to sell popcorn. I had never seen such a thing. You never know what you're going to see at an estate auction. Anyway, I was super excited because I've always wanted to do one of the gumball popcorn machines over. Okay, I think you just unscrew it. Yep, just unscrew it. I've actually never done one of these, but I would think that it's pretty easy to. There's popcorn mania. Such a weird. Hey, penny for your thoughts. Okay, this part is plastic. This part is glass. Okay, I gotta get the nut off, I see. I want to make sure I have all that popcorn gone. Okay, this is plastic. Take whatever I can take off. Cannot get that off without breaking it, so we'll come up with something. I'll see if I remember. I'll have to look back at the video to see if I can how to get it back together, but we got the parts. Okay, well, it looks like they tried to save the label. They put some some tape on it, but I think, you know what, well, maybe it'll come off easier. I could just soak it in water and it'll come off. Yep, it's look at somebody recycled a jelly bean. That is hilarious. It must have been a gift for somebody. Okay, so now I got to see if I can get that off. Okay, I just have good old 100% acetone. I'm just going to pour it in the bowl. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and walk away and let that sit in the acetone and see what it does. The reasons I can't have nice nails is soaking things in acetone. So what I'm doing is every so often, every few minutes, I'm going in with some, trying to keep just on. It's going to be hard just to keep on the lettering. But that jelly bean don't want to come off. Oh, jelly belly. So I'm just taking 80 grit sandpaper, and that seems to be working on the layers. And now I'm going to take some time and I'm going to tape areas off that I don't want to paint. I was kind of hoping to be able to spray paint this because I think it would be the easiest, especially since the inside is red. We're taped off now. I'm going to do a little bit of trying to see if I can scuff sand this a little bit. Give the paint, I would say yes, we will be able to. Just want, so it's so super shiny, I don't want my paint to be coming off. Now that I have it all sanded, I'm going to clean it with some rubbing alcohol. That just makes sure that I don't leave any residue behind on the metal. Okay, so as I said, I was going to spray it because that's going to be the easiest to get into all the insides. So I'm going to do Rust-Oleum's Laurel Green. Oh, yep, green. Okay, so I waited about an hour. Now this paint always likes to stay sticky. So I wait about an hour and then I go in with some Weather Defense and spray it and then wait another hour and I should be able to flip it over and it'll be dry. Okay, now I'm going to move it around. I like to put some wax paper down. Because just because it's dry to the touch doesn't mean it's dry, like cured. Move the fan and then we can spray paint the rest of it. Okay, so this is probably smaller than any other. I mean, this is a small one, y'all. Okay, so you can see where I sanded. There, you can see where I sanded. I mean, it is what it is. But we'll just put that part to the back. So I have a few little tchotchkes I want to put in here. I've got some grass to hide this. Some of this reindeer moss, which I thought the green went with it very well. You know, it's messy, so I'm trying to... So I'll go ahead and glue some on there. Keeping a thoughtful mind of where this will be going. I need a little push stick so I don't burn my finger. That would not be good. It kind of puts a halt on your crafting, doesn't it, when you burn yourself? And when you buy them from the Dollar Tree store, you don't care if you get glue on them. So now I have this little seed packet and I cut a hole all the way through so that way I could do this. So I better get that on there before I get too much of the grass in there. That way you can see it. And see, then that works. Yep, we have a garden theme going on here. Gotta lift it by the big screw. I can fill this back part up. Lift it again. Okay, so I have this little bumblebee, and I had, this is my smallest. This is my smallest I have, but I do have one of these that I definitely could put on there. I just have to decide, yeah, yep. So I could have terracotta, which ones? They're all different sizes. They are all different sizes. I like the patina, this one a little bit better. Like I said, you have to keep mindful of where the cloche is going on top. Hurricane, whatever. I'm calling it a cloche because it's a cloche video. Like I said, keeping mindful how everything's going in there. I know I wanted to, but I don't know if... Okay, sorry, I gotta look. If I can even get them in there. If I can't, I do have a bumblebee. I got some small little shovels that I can age patina. So I have my bluing. Which one do I want? The spade? Maybe the spade, because it's a little bit... So I should tarnish it. I mean, it's not like it's this great metal. Give it some age, which it is. It's darkening it up. We'll just leave it in there for a second. Too big. Maybe. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. So this is perma blue, so it'll rust metal items, just depending on what the metal is. I'm going to take some antiquing wax, just a little bit, to age the bottom handles, because they are very new. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and put a little glue on that. Get that stuck in there. There again, I gotta think where my cloche is going to be. Seems okay. Might cut, I don't know. Can I cut it? I want it to be a little bit shorter. Yep, I can. Take that. Oh. Remember, I don't have a lot of space to work with. Okay, is the bead too much? Is it cute? I think it's cute. Once I put it in there, it's going to be in there because I'm going to have to glue it. Just a little chenille bee. Okay, say a prayer that I can put this on now. Everything will fit in here. Nice and tight. Get it to the part that I can show. Oh, okay. It's remembering how it all went on. That's the hard part. Started taking it apart. Dollar Tree, y'all, $8. You can get yourself a beautiful medium-sized cloche. Though I'm hoping to be able to take the gold off of it, and then this is just like pressed cardboard. So if it gets wet, it's going to swell. It's not going to last very long. So now I have the Dollar General cloche. How you got this on? Okay, there we go. Like I said, it's really going to be hard to survive. But I want to see if I can get that gold off. So I'm going to take some 80 grit first, just to see if I can just scuff it a little bit. I mean, it's Dollar General, so it should come off. So I would think it wouldn't be as good as Jelly Belly. So I'm just going to soak it in that same acetone I was using earlier for the Jelly Belly. Okay, true to Dollar General. I probably didn't even need to scuff sand it. All I did was probably scratch up the glass. Just so don't do it if you get one of these. Just soak it in the acetone because it came right off. Okay, so I've got my cloche. And then I ran across, look at this. When I saw this, I knew it was going to be a perfect fit. Look at the detail on it. It's definitely vintage. But I felt as if, yes, that this would fit on top and not really cover up that beautiful design. And the thing I love about cloches is I love minis. I love small items. So we can start to build this. So I've got quite the stash. I hope y'all have not seen that on the Journey channel of what my stash. I have some, these were actually Dollar General birds also that I had painted white forever ago and I used for staging. So I love those little critters, but I feel like, you know, some of the wood is dark. I know my nails are now ruined because of acetone, but there's this old spool that still has some string on it for whatever reason, but I'm not going to take it off because I think it tells a story. Now, I don't want my birds to be the same height, so I'm going to dig into my little stash here. And I have this old JB coach. Is that what it is? I can't remember. the spool cabinet people, that match that color here. And I think it would be super sweet for one to be looking down upon the other. And then I noticed in here I have a little wood bowl that's vintage and all kind of dirty like that is, but sometimes you don't clean it because then it takes the patina off of it. So I'm thinking that this arrangement is so super cute already, but I spy some more in here. I have these little bitty clothespins that have some age, which brings the lightness back in there. And I feel like there needs to be one more visual. In the stash there was this little bitty flower frog, and then a button. I think the little red on this button matches there's a red flower, there's red little berries, and maybe that would tie it all together. So it just happens that that has a fit. And then, yeah, you can just stuff cloches with so many things. But every time you dust, you got to rearrange it. But, oh my gosh, it's so cute. And it just tells the cutest little story. Cutest story ever. But, of course, you always have to, make sure that it still fits underneath your cloche. If not, then you move it in all together. That's how that works. Now this is adorable. Though the cloche on it is plastic, I guess it was supposed to be maybe cheese. But let's see what we can come up with to put underneath it, because it is kind of an odd size. This little board cleaned off. And nope, I'm not going to paint it, y'all. Just going to show you. Easy video here. We're just going to show you how I'm going to style this cute little board up. And I can't cut it to cut that off because it has this detail so that it's a riser. And then there's the maker stamp who made this cute little thing. So I'm just going to get it washed down because it is a secondhand find. So I'm sure there's some dirt on it. So the board is dry now, and it needs to be facing this way because it just has, like if I can find something, I don't know, because if I put stuff underneath the cloche, that I'm not sure why that's there. Maybe the knife sat there for cutting cheese. I'm not sure. But the little guy, a little flocked mouse, he is vintage. He is old. He's in great shape. And when I bought it, this is how it was at the auction. And I was super excited. Though when I'm styling him, he has to go in like that because of his ears. His ears are a little bit on the large side, but that's what makes him adorable. So I vision him as a little church mouse. So I have a little Bible. And I'm going to be putting it this way because each time I do it, I got to make sure that it fits under the cloche. And then I have a little old bottle of holy water. And I'm going to be adding on to that. The black goes with the black, which goes to the black of his eyes. And then tick-tock, running down the clock. I have an old clock face, which I thought we need to brighten that up a little bit. And then to finish it off, I have this plastic rosary, but it's white, and I believe these might glow in the dark, but I'm not positive. So I want to lay it and have that going around him to tie it all together. And then you can put the watch face over and then have the cross. And then now we need to make sure it all fits, and it does. And I think it's super cute. Everything under cloche is so much better for some reason. And what did this hold? Is it matchbooks? Is it sugar packets? I love the length of it, though it kind of could be an odd size to kind of style up. Okay, we're going to get this cleaned up because secondhand finds are very seldom are they clean. So I have something similar in my own decor that it maybe, I don't know, it was a little tote box that I have my collection, some of my collection of ironstone butter pats, though that would take a lot of butter pats to fill up. And yeah, butter pats are hard to find. So, but I did recently in a haul get some amazing creamers, and I'm sure y'all wondered why I didn't put them up on the the to buy on my eBay, because they fit perfectly in here. See, look at 6 of them. I think I got 7 of them, but 6 of them fit perfectly in here. But first, there's a little bit of, seems to be a little bit of dust in them. So we're going to go ahead and see if I can get them cleaned out a little bit more. Cute as this is, however way you want to rearrange them, I love tallow berries, and I get them off of Amazon, and I use them a lot in my own home decor. They are a dried berry. I find the wedding bouquet one, for whatever reason, is the cheapest to buy. So like $16, I think, for a thing like this. But I have used them year after year after year in my own decor. So I thought it would be super sweet to put, like, maybe the middle one, put some in. So they're, like I said, they're a dried berry. The stems are going to be way too long, so we're just easy to snip. And I have used these for years in my own home decor and absolutely love them. Of course, they are top heavy, but once you get them grouped together, they will be happy. I think some jute will work. That way you don't really see it, but then you can tie it together. I do use dried baby's breath. I didn't like that. The color was not quite what I was looking for, but Amazon also sells dried baby's breath, which is yummy. I'm more of a neutral, something that you can keep up most of the year without having to think about it. Oh, I do change it out, but see how pretty? And you don't have to do it in every one, just one on each side, just kind of brings it all together. Oh yes, what is it about cloches that they have become, or maybe they've always been so popular, but getting to put items that are special to you, little items, trinkets, memories underneath glass just is amazing. And I finally found I thought it was just a gumball machine, but it ended up being a Jelly Belly machine. Okay, it looks fine. So it was fun. Yes, that is a small one comparative to the bigger ones out there, but I absolutely love it in green, and I love the little gardening theme going on. And I hope I've given you some ideas of how you could style, look outside of the box, even if it's plastic. That little mouse, a little church mouse, is so stinking cute. And y'all, I will have these on eBay for you, because I can only have so much decor in my own house, and I want to keep each and every one of them. But at some point I become a hoarder. So please hop over to eBay if you're interested in any of these on an auction. We'll see you next time, and you can see what I'm creating. Bye.